On here's Juan Soto, left-hand batter.
Swing and a miss. Phillies have gotten him twice in this series now. He's one of only two players in Major League Baseball currently.
Welcome to Baseball Extra. Tonight, we're dissecting a critical National League East clash from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. The stakes couldn't be higher for our New York Mets. With just 18 games left in the regular season, their once comfortable lead for the final National League wildcard spot has dwindled to a mere 3 games, with the scorching hot Giants breathing down their necks. Every single pitch, every at-bat, every strategic move carries immense weight right now for the Mets as they chase a playoff berth. The spotlight tonight was squarely on the Mets' Sean Manaea. Can he be the game changer this team desperately needs? His performance would be crucial in this pivotal series. Across the diamond, for the Phillies, it was the left-handed Ranger Suarez making his 23rd start of the season, and his first against the Mets. Let's jump into the action. Top of the first, 1 out, nobody on, and up steps Juan Soto. He's a dangerous hitter, but the Phillies have had his number in this series, already getting him out twice. Soto is a unique talent, one of only 2 players in Major League Baseball right now with more walks than strikeouts. That tells you about his plate discipline. Fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Pete Alonso goes down looking. Manaea last faced the Phillies on August 26th, giving up a couple of runs, but only lasting 4 2/3 innings, throwing 90 pitches. Then came the red-hot Kyle Schwarber, who was struggling a bit, just 9 hits in his last 63 at-bats. But he's always a threat. Next up, Bryce Harper. Liner to right field. Soto takes it on a hop, and Harper's got a 2-out base hit after an 8-pitch battle. 2 hard hit balls to right field already, and Manaea hits JT Realmuto, putting runners on first and second. The sweeper just held on a little too long. This brings up Nick Castellanos, who boasts 3 career home runs against Manaea, and he drove in the only run of last night's game. Line drive out toward left field. That's going to be an extra base hit. The Phillies take the lead. Harper scores. Here comes JT. The ball dies in the corner. It's an RBI double for Nick Castellanos, and the Phillies jump ahead, 2-0. That's career double number 398 for Castellanos. Manaea wanted to get it up, but as Carlos Mendoza mentioned in today's meeting, he just hasn't been able to elevate his pitches. Castellanos is a low ball hitter, and he capitalized. After Manaea retired the first 2, Harper singled, Realmuto was hit by a pitch, and Castellanos cashed them both in. Manaea eventually gets out of the inning with a ground out to second by Stott. Bottom of the second, it's Brandon Nimmo leading off against Suarez. Swing and a miss. Suarez gets him with a good slider. He doesn't use that pitch a lot, but when he does, it's incredibly effective. Called strike 3 on Starling Marte. These Mets hitters seem to be looking for something else. That's 4 strikeout already for Suarez. The Phillies continue to put pressure on. Stott shoots one through the vacated third baseman spot for a base hit. Here's Otto Kemp. They try to pick off Stott at second. Pete Alonso's throw is good, but not in time. McNeil says challenge it. The Mets are going to challenge the call at second. That's one of the better throws Pete has made all year. And after the review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. The Mets retain their challenge. Kemp resumes his at-bat with the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball left center field. Nimmo is on the run toward the track. It is gone, just into the flower bed. Otto Kemp with his 5th home run of the year, and the Phillies extend their lead to 3-0. How about that for a little 2-strike lightning? That's 3 2-out runs now in the first 2 innings. Manaea definitely thought that ball was going out. That's 9 home runs allowed by Manaea this year in just 47 innings. And then Harrison Bader steps up. Bader lines one to deep left field. That one is gone. A bullet out of the ballpark. 16 home runs for Bader. The Phillies are adding on. It's 4-0. Manaea and Bader, who were good friends from playing together last year, might be finding that friendship a little strained right now. This one's definitely one-sided. Moments ago, Sean Manaea walked into the dugout, hanging his head. Carlos Mendoza came over, motioned to him, and said, "Follow me down the tunnel. You can't hang your head. You've got to react like a junkyard dog out there." Back to the top of the order for the Mets in the third. Jeff McNeil leads off. It's 4-0 Phillies. Swing and a miss, and a ball in the dirt. Realmuto picks it up and tosses to first. Joe Siri is up. This is his first big league at bat since early in the season, starting the year 1 for 20 as a Met. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fastball right down the middle, but Siri was off balance. That's half a dozen strikeouts, the first time through the order for Ranger Suarez. The Mets' powerful trio of Soto, Alonso, and Vientos are due up against Suarez in the fourth. Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Ranger. This is dazzling. Soto is slowly walking back to the dugout, and he's got a limp to him, too. And a call. Strike 3. 8 strikeouts for Ranger. Boy, he's got them thinking every which way. They're totally backward thinking against him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Up to 93 on that fastball, and Vientos throws his bat away in frustration. He's the 9th Met to go down on strikes in the first 4 innings tonight. It's 4-0 Phillies, and the Mets are still looking for their first hit tonight. This pitching dominance from Suarez is something else. 5th inning. Finally, the Mets get on the board. Brandon Nimmo lines one up the middle for a base hit. So, the Mets have their first hit of the night. A Brandon Nimmo single to start the 5th inning. A bullet off the bat of Brandon. Suarez wanted it away, but he left too much plate. Ground ball out towards shortstop. Could be 2. Sosa steps on the bag, throws to first. An easy double play. It erases the first hit of the night for the Mets. Back-to-back walks for the Phillies. Jose Siri is the batter. Siri is not a guy who draws a lot of walks, making this unusual. Swing and a miss. It's 10 strikeouts for Ranger Suarez. The Mets have still not scored in this series. And whatever it was that Carlos Mendoza said to Sean Manaea when he took him down the tunnel after the 2nd inning, he should bottle it. It was instantaneous. Manaea retired 10 of the last 11 batters to face him after that talking to, including striking out the last 3 batters he faced. A remarkable turnaround for our Mets pitcher. Top of the 6th, Juan Soto is up, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts against Suarez tonight. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. They got him for a 3rd time tonight. That's 11 strikeouts for Ranger Suarez, tying his career high. Soto has struck out 3 times tonight, making him 0 for 13 against Suarez in their career matchups. Swing and a miss. He got him. It's a career-high 12 strikeouts for Ranger Suarez. 6 shutout innings, and he tips his cap to the crowd. He's on an incredible run, showcasing true clutch pitching. Mark Vientos will lead it off against Robertson, who pitched a scoreless inning last night. The bullpen was perfect last night for the Phillies, and he clocks one out to right left field. That ball is out of here. A shot by Vientos for his 17th home run of the year to get the Mets on the board. So, Ranger Suarez is out after 6 dominant innings. David Robertson is pitching a 2nd straight night, and the 2nd pitch he throws, Vientos hits his 17th home run of the year. Finally, the Mets chip away, making it 4-1. Schwarber's getting a chance to bat. He's 0 for 3, 0 for 6 in the series. Remember, his last home run was home run number 4 on that 4-homer night. So, he's due. I've got a feeling number 50 is coming right here, Tom. I love it. Sometimes these milestones can be elusive. 3-1 count. Fly ball center field. It's hit deep out toward Monty's angle. It is number 50. Kyle Schwarber has just hit his 50th home run of the season. He's the 2nd Philly to do it, and they now lead it 7-1. That is so cool. Unbelievable. Unreal. That was a Schwarbomb. 50 Schwarbombs. The signage on Fanavision lights up as Schwarber comes out of the dugout and tips his batting helmet to the crowd. An absolutely incredible moment in baseball history. Well, here's Soto, happy to be facing anybody but Ranger Suarez, who struck him out 3 times tonight. And Soto flares one over short. That'll drop for a base hit. Siri comes around to score. Juan Soto drives in his 94th run of the year to cut the Philly lead to 7-2. Oh, that home run by Schwarber looms so large. Soto to 2nd. He'll stop there. Soto runs from 2nd. The pitch is taken outside. Real Muto's throw to 3rd is in the dirt. That gives Juan Soto his 30th stolen base of the year. And thus, he becomes a 30-30 player. What an individual achievement. 1-2 count. Center field. Bader is backpedaling, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. 1 run in the inning on 3 hits, 2 were left by New York. Later in the game, Edmundo Sosa rolls into 2nd with a double. and Wilson goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Bryson Stott. High bouncer over to the right side, into right field, a base hit. Sosa will score. Stott has his third hit of the night. It's an RBI single, and the Phillies lead it 8-2. And there are 2 on for Harrison Bader, who's coming up. That one's flared out to left field. It will be in for a base hit. Stott starts around third, heading for home. He's going to score. The throw goes to the umpire at third. It's an RBI single for Bader, and the Phillies lead it 9-2. Max Leza is trying to get the last couple of outs. And later in the game, Francisco Alvarez is on at second with a well-struck double. That breaks in 0 for 13 slump for him. It is just his second hit since coming off the IL. And now, with 1 out, the Mets have runners at second and third with Jeff McNeil coming up. McNeil floats one into shallow right, and that's a base hit. Mark comes in to score. Alvarez to third. 3 straight hits for the Mets. McNeil a soft single to drive in his 51st run. Now it's 9-3. There's out number 2. Linder is 0 for 4 tonight. 0 for 7 in the series with a walk. Swing and a miss. He got him. And with that, the Phillies' magic number to clinch another National League East title is down to 9. They win it tonight by a final score of 9-3. The Mets just got clobbered tonight. A tough loss that puts even more pressure on them in this tight wild-card race. This was a tough one for the Mets, but it highlights the kind of high-stakes baseball we're seeing as the season winds down. What a performance by Ranger Suarez, and what a milestone for Kyle Schwarber. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed our coverage and subscribe to Baseball Extra for more in-depth analysis and highlights of all the biggest games. We're your go-to source for everything baseball.